Hello and welcome to In the Zone, your one-stop source for the latest news on Intel through our Tech Provider Zone site. Joining me today is Peter Kras, the editor of Tech Provider Zone, and we're going to talk for a couple of minutes about the latest stories on Tech Provider Zone, as well as some upcoming news with our friends at Intel. Peter, it's great to have you, and let's get started. Peter, just real quickly, just to get us going here, what are some of the top 3 or 4 stories that you're seeing out there that are on the Tech Provider Zone right now?
Nice to be with you, Ed. Yeah, big one is Tiger Lake, which is actually the code name for Intel's new 11th gen core mobile processors. And these things, first of all, they're on the 10 nanometer model, which is a big deal for Intel, getting onto that. Secondly, it very cleverly combines 3 compute engines onto a single system on chip. So you get the CPU, of course, you get the graphic processor right on the chip itself, and you get something called a GNA, which does noise reduction. So that's pretty clever. There's built-in Wi-Fi 6, which is Intel's new wireless network. There's built-in Thunderbolt 4, which is their new connectivity cable thing. 5G is coming. And Intel is saying there's huge gains in productivity, creation, gaming, entertainment, and collaboration. And we're already starting to see some PCs from people like Lenovo that are using the new CPUs. So, big story. Another big story is a rise in cybersecurity spending and staffing as a result of the pandemic. One of the unintended consequences of it all is people are realizing, wow, we've got everybody working from home remotely. Our cybersecurity is not able to handle this. And there's a new survey from Microsoft showing 60% of organizations boosting their cybersecurity budgets, and 80%, more than 80% planning to add security staff. So this is big. Another thing we're looking at, we have a story called Lights Action Webcam. It's sort of related. Our contributing writer, Kevin Jacoby, looked at ways you can improve your home office. The big 3, image quality, lighting, and sound. He talks about how the fact that too many meetings, not ours, this one's good, but too many are being spoiled by less than flattering audio and visual, audio that you can barely understand, dogs barking, what have you. So he's showing you some new cool webcams, some lighting techniques, and some mics you can use to improve that. Finally, we have a technical story on Intel's newest Ethernet adapter. I got to get in the weeds a little bit on this one, but basically, it's a big deal. Over the last 4 years, global data-centric network traffic has grown about 25% a year. Big. Connectivity is the bottleneck. So these new Ethernet adapters, it's called the E810, will bring you all the way up to 100 gigabits per second. It's supposed to help relieve this bottleneck. And it's got something very cool on it called a port configuration tool. It's a bit nerdy, but it lets you reconfigure this thing in software, and you can make it in all different ways to get up to 100 gigabits per second. And it's pretty clever. So we have a nice story on that. So those are the big 4 for me.
Excellent. It's always, for whatever reason, September is always the busiest time of the year with technology. It's always, you come back from the summer vacations and September shows up, and so does all the latest news. So definitely for those of you enjoying today's program, definitely make sure to check out Tech Provider Zone for the latest news, because it's updated constantly with the latest goings on with Intel. Peter's a veteran journalist with tons of insight into years and years and years of covering Intel and technology, and really frames it in a way that makes it easy for everyone to understand, no matter your level of knowledge. So with that, we're going to wrap up today's program. Thanks so much for watching. Again, check out techproviderzone.com for the latest news about Intel. Peter, thanks again, and we'll see you all real soon. Take care, everybody.